Hello again. In the previous sessions, we looked at the ability to create a surface that then you could extrude a mass from. And then I encouraged you to use the protocol or solution of components, or to create a component to prevent future edits. So ignoring the future edits, and we'll get to that, but ignoring that for a moment, I want to show you some manipulation tools. The first of which is the move tool and what you can do with the move tool. Next would be move copy, and then similarly the rotate. So we're going to focus mostly on the manipulation tools for an existing object or series of objects. So to start out, I want to show you again the same component we made last time, but this time I'm going to choose the move tool, right? And using one of the object snaps. Now, SketchUp's really brilliant in this way because it tells you what you're snapping to. In this case, I'm snapping to the bottom corner, origin in blank mass, which is what I named this component. Corner, corner, corner. You can also choose the midpoint of that surface. You can choose the midpoint of this surface. You can choose that corner. So any of the snaps will really be a benefit. But for our purposes, I'm just going to choose the back corner. And I'm going to click once, left click once, and drag. Now notice that I'm dragging along the x-axis, right? And so it kind of snaps to that, but it doesn't prevent me from moving to any other axis, right? But if let's say I wanted to move on that axis specifically, I would hold down the shift, and you see the difference in line work. It now highlights that, and it will only no matter where I move my mouse, it'll only let me move along the x-axis. And of course, as always, in the bottom, if I want to move a specific amount, I'll type in 10. I'll type in 10 feet. So I'm moving along the axis, type in 10 feet, and it moves 10 feet away from where it was before. That works for all of these, right? So there's the green axis, and I can lock that. There's the blue axis, which is the vertical. There's the axis, I can lock that. And so that works for all of them. So next is the copy command, and this works, is pretty similar to the copy rotate, and we'll show you that in a second. But in order to move an object, or if you wanted to copy an object, you select and then hit the control button just one time. Hit the control button, and you'll notice a little plus symbol. It is what it sounds like. It's going to move this object, a copy of it, and it's actually already doing that, right? So if I move it back to its original point, which is 10 feet away, it's going to create that little gap, which I think is just fine. So I'm going to hit 10 feet and enter. Now, before I do anything else, if I wanted to array an object, which is to copy an object in a specific direction at a specific quantity, I haven't done anything else. I've only typed in 10 feet and enter. If I now hit X, which is multiply, and let's say 3, it'll make 2 more copies of that same thing in the same direction at the same distance. So I think that's dead useful. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is the rotate tool, which is similarly located next to the move tool. You just have to click once to pull up the other options, and this is the rotate tool. Now the rotate is plane specific. So if it's on the ground plane, if you will, it'll be blue. If it's on the x-axis surface, meaning the perpendicular to the x-axis, it'll be green. Perpendicular to the red will be red. In this case, I want to rotate this guy 90 degrees vertical. So I'm going to click once to establish my start point, click a second time to establish the measurement from, and then I can put in a specific angle. At the bottom of the screen, notice the angle says 21.6. I want it to be 90, so I type in 90, and now I've rotated exactly 90 degrees. I can do this again, but this time I'm going to copy. So same principle, add the control button, rotate along that axis, click once, click twice, rotate down, click 90, and now I've rotated a copy instead of the original. Okay, so hopefully you've now recognized the ability to, at least in these sessions so far, the ability to produce mass, manipulate that mass as far as creating a component so it's not altered or edited by other elements, and then move, copy, array, rotate. So hopefully that was helpful. And please, if you did like it, like and share, comment if you wish, and also subscribe. Thank you.